I cannot believe he really said this regarding the Oklahoma City Thunder and who he thinks are going to make the 2025 NBA Finals. As Jayson Tatum appeared on a talk show the other night. I can't remember who it was. I think it was with Jimmy Fallon, if I'm not mistaken. But he went on there and he was asked a question, what is the 2025 NBA Finals going to look like? Who's going to be in it? And of course he had to say the Boston Celtics. It's Jayson Tatum. He's the face of that franchise at the moment. He had to, say his team and support them. But when it came to the Western Conference team, he took about 5 seconds to think about it, and then he said the Dallas Mavericks. Of all teams, a team that I don't think really got better or worse in a weird situation. They'll finish as a 3 or 4 seed in the Western Conference for sure, no doubt about that in my mind. But over a team like the Thunder or even the Timberwolves is kind of shocking me. It just kind of shows he's not scared of us at all, and is definitely going to add fuel to the flame for the Oklahoma City Thunder this upcoming season. However, in an exclusive interview I had with Brad Stevens, general manager of the Boston Celtics, he said the opposite, as it seems he is wary of the Oklahoma City Thunder if they do make the finals and they have to play them. And he had a great quote for me regarding Sam Presti and what he's been doing. We're going to break that all down today, including an article talking about what Tatum had to say here on Thunder Digest. Before we get all that, though, I want to take a quick moment and recognize that still 9.5% of you guys have that bell notification turned on. I want to try to get that to 200 subscribers at 169 at the moment. If we can get 200 of you guys with that bell notification turned on so we don't miss a single minute of the action here on Thunder Digest, you get notified when a new video drops along with when we're going live. It means the world to me. And also, if you're new here you find yourself coming back to the channel and you're watching these videos all the way through, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and get into it, talking about what Tatum had to say in his article, along with later in this video, what Brad Stevens had to say about the Thunder as well. And it wasn't directly correlated to the Thunder. He referenced them, he inferred that it was the Oklahoma City Thunder, but we can break that down later. First, the article from Clemente Almanza talking about what Tatum had to say. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been universally praised all offseason. They are heavy title favorites for this upcoming season. That comes with the territory fresh off a first seed finish last year and productive roster changes. If the Thunder lacked bulletin board material, Jayson Tatum provided some. The Boston Celtics superstar notably left OKC off his 2025 NBA Finals prediction. The 26-year-old predicted on Jimmy Fallon's show it'll be a rematch from this past June. It's going to be a rematch, Tatum said. We're going to play Dallas again. And yes, as I mentioned, he did take a few seconds to answer that question, so he definitely thought about it a little bit. I just feel like that's the easy way out, and it just kind of shows everyone is worried about the Oklahoma City Thunder. When you look at people talking about playoff predictions as well, along with teams that you should look out for in each conference, other players from teams talking about who they're scared of the most. I don't want to say scared, but looking out for the most. The Thunder are always brought up. And so Tatum not bringing up the Oklahoma City Thunder and just going with Dallas, it feels like a safe way out. But it also hints that he doesn't really care about what all we did, and he's not worried, which I think he should be. When you look at everything we've done, he definitely should be worried. No doubt about that in my mind. And Clemente kind of, reaffirmed that as well here in the last part of his article. In Tatum's defense, he mulled over the prediction. There is no correct way to answer the question without upsetting 14 other fan bases. He'd, of course, answer the Celtics as the East representative. The reigning NBA champions dominated all of last season and hope to repeat their success with the same roster this upcoming year, but he took some time to answer the West's representative. The Thunder were a viable option, but Tatum stuck with the Dallas Mavericks, who Boston gentlemen swept in the 2024 NBA Finals. If a rematch occurs, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving will likely need to square off against a hungry OKC squad that will seek revenge for its close second-round series exit last year, which was, the closest that any team played Dallas in the playoffs, all right? And I do think if we beat the Mavericks last year in the playoffs, we go and make the finals. I think we beat the Timberwolves. I think we even beat the Nuggets if they ended up being Minnesota as well. When I talked with Marcel over at Mavs Digest as well, before our streams and before that series, I told him, the winner of this series is going to make the finals. And he agreed with me as well, talking about that, how, yeah, I agree. If the Thunder beat the Mavs, they'll make the finals. But if the Mavs beat the Thunder, they'll make the finals. There's no doubt about us in our mind, because that game was practically the Western Conference Championship in its own right between the Thunder and Mavericks right there. It's just Tatum, I feel like it was just the easy way out. I keep on saying this. It truly is the easy way out of that question. Because, yes, you're going to upset 14 other fan bases with your answer, no matter what there. It's just a matter of the fact that it just feels, I don't want to say the coward's way out, but it's such an easy gimmick and way out of that question. And I feel like everyone knows the Oklahoma City Thunder are the team out of the West everyone should be looking out for at the moment. And when I talked with Brad Stevens last night, Thursday night, September 12th, he also mentioned that as well. Direct quote that I have from him right here. All right. The reason we are always so active here in Boston is to keep up with a contender out west and their GM. They made a great big man signing and traded for a top-tier defender in the league. Brad Stevens, referring to my question about front court depth the Celtics have, hinting at the Oklahoma City Thunder. And when you look at what he said, is the fact that he noted the big man signing and the trade for a top-tier defender in the league. How many other teams have had a big man signing and traded for a top-tier defender this offseason? The only one that I can think of, and I did my research as well before this video and before I put that up as well, it was the only team I could see was the Oklahoma City Thunder. And so it seems that Brad Stevens himself, unlike his star player in Jayson Tatum, is wary of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and rightfully so, as he mentioned there. They now have a top-tier defender in Alex Caruso. The signing that they had with Isaiah Hartenstein could possibly be the best signing this offseason if it all goes well for the Thunder. You also have already, perennial superstar on this team in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who could be the highest paid player in NBA history in 2 or 3 seasons. You also have Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams, J-Dub, who are quickly becoming superstars as well in this league. You have great role players behind them with Dort, Cason Wallace, who's young and has a lot to prove, who could be a starter for a lot of teams at the moment. Isaiah Joe, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Aaron Wiggins, one of the better role players in the league. Jay Will as well, who is his basketball IQ is just off the charts. I hope he sees this video at some point. I hope he sees how much I talk him up, because his IQ truly is out of this world. He is one of the smartest players that I've seen play in the NBA in a long time. The fact that he's willing to take charges and his IQ and awareness defensively and offensively is insane. And so Oklahoma City has the depth, especially after all the moves they made this offseason. We have the depth to go toe-to-toe with any team in the league now and really win a 7-game series against anyone. I truly believe that. I do. Brad Stevens, as I mentioned there, he seems wary about it. He seems a little, like I said, I don't want to say scared, but he is definitely looking out for the Thunder, this coming season, especially in the playoffs if they do meet in the finals. However, Tatum, it just doesn't seem like he's scared at all. It seems like he's not worried about the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think that first game that we play against them on January 5th is going to open his eyes, as he has to come to Paycom Center all the way to Oklahoma City, Bricktown, and face this hungry OKC squad that's looking to prove that they are the true #1 team in the NBA when they do match up. That's all I got for this video, though. Let me know what you guys personally think about Tatum's comments. Do you think, this is just a little bit of an overreaction? Like, he's not, yes, he is nervous about the Thunder. Everyone should be. It's just, like I mentioned, he's taking the easy way out. Or do you think maybe, he's saying this for the right reasons? Let me know if that's the case down in the comment section below. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next video.